In today's video, I'll be discussing a very, very important topic, and it's the idea, my personal idea, that media buying will eventually not exist anymore. Media buyers will lose their job in 2023 and moving forward, 2024, 2025, and so on. But before I talk about this topic, this is Brando. I'm the founder of Brandlux Media, a marketing agency specialized in growing e-commerce brands through paid advertising and creative frameworks. Before I dive in, I kindly ask you to like that button and subscribe to support the channel. So let's actually dive into this topic. This is a very important topic because I've been having several discussions with my team in regards to, okay, how is this, new era of advertising going to change the way that we fulfill our clients and the way that everybody is doing marketing, media buying, etc. Right? You get my point. So we have, as you can see here, I just created this very, very quick diagram. I'm a very visual person, so it's just easier for me to actually do a diagram and explain things here. But essentially, this is the traditional way of doing media buying. You're creating ads, you're managing the ad spend, you're doing manually testing, you're manually testing the creatives, you're manually also doing the bidding strategies. Once upon a time, the bidding strategies used to be a huge thing. And then, of course, optimizing campaigns, scaling, optimizing, testing, and all that stuff. So it was a lot of work, especially if you were managing, clients that were spending $20, $30, $50,000 a day. Then it really became a very, very hard work and very time consuming. Now, in this modern era of advertising and specifically media buying, it's literally coming down to creating ads and scaling ads, and of course doing the split test versions, testing different types of creatives here and there. But it's really coming down to actually creating the ads and just scaling what is working, what is not working. The optimization part and the choosing which ads work for which audience in which category, which demographic, is literally based on what Facebook wants. And I just said Facebook because it's just one of the many platforms. It can also be TikTok, all social media channels. Also, Google is really automating a lot of things. Google, if you look at the Performance Max campaign that recently came out, where basically Google is just automatically optimizing the campaigns. Or also, if you look at the new campaign that just launched for some of accounts, including my clients, almost all of my clients have this type of campaign now because it's something new. It's a new feature that Facebook launched, and it's called the Advantage Plus campaign. And this campaign essentially allows you to do a couple things only and not more. Test all of your creatives, which is you would do anyways, but you can't really change and target based on interest. You can't do a lot of, there's only just a couple things that you can change. Just your country, the age that you want to target, and nothing else. And then only just work on the creatives. This campaign will literally not allow you to do anything, because what Facebook wants is that they want to leverage their data and their expertise and use their own tools to make sure that you essentially get the best clicks and conversions. So it's essentially telling you, Brando, don't have your team manage the ads, let us do it because we have a lot more knowledge and data. So essentially all of this process is completely being automated, and this is the point. We're getting into an AI driven era. We're getting into a point where there's so much data and so much information that essentially people are going to lose jobs, especially talking about AI, artificial intelligence. And this is my theory, that media buying is essentially not going to exist anymore, because all the budgets, all the optimizations, all the testing is going to be completely automated and done by the actual platforms itself. And as you can see here, I just say here, focus, if I know how to spell focus shift. What do I mean by that? I'm talking about the shift in focus, meaning that we don't really have to spend too much time here anymore, because things are eventually going to get completely automated, right? But we have to start spending a lot more time on marketing offers, creatives, and their attention strategy. Now, I'm not saying that these things were not important before in the traditional media buying era, but they're becoming a lot more important now. So one thing that we do actually at Brandlux Media is that, not that we do, but the way that we manage our time is that we only spend around 10 to 20% of our time, believe it or not, actually media buying and like managing accounts. Okay, even if there's very, very high ad spends, of course we monitor every day. We want to make sure that we're profitable and that we're, generating ROI, but we don't actually spend too much time on the ad account. We spend most of our time optimizing these things on for our clients: the marketing, the front end offers, the creatives, and the retention. Now, why is this? It's quite self-explanatory. We don't need to spend as much time here, and actually there's no need because of the AI reasons and all the automation. So it's just best for us to focus on what we actually can focus on, right? These platforms are just doing the job for us. Eventually it's gonna, not right now, like right now you still have to do some, media buying and managing and optimizing and stuff like that. But eventually I think in the next year or a couple of years, it's just completely gonna be automated. So I strongly encourage you to just focus on these things. You have to focus on these things anyways, but most importantly now, since the media buying is just completely being managed by these platforms. But also from this perspective, if you notice how, let's take for example Facebook. They started this Advantage Plus campaign, which essentially allows them to optimize the whole thing without you having to do anything other than literally working on the creative. So the platform is literally telling you, don't worry about the demographic, don't worry about the age, don't worry about the interest, don't worry about where you want to target your customers, right? Don't worry about all that stuff. Don't worry about the bidding, the optimizing, all you can do is literally increase the budget or decrease the budget. That's literally all the power that you have. So what the Facebook platform is telling you is that I'd rather you focus on creatives and making sure that you test as many creatives as possible so that we can find your ideal customer. So this is why at Brandlux Media, as I said before, we spend 10 to 20% doing this stuff and 80% to 90% working on these things like user-generated content, split testing different front-end offers, back-end offers, retention, so like email marketing, SMS marketing, and of course, I just said marketing. This is probably just very broad marketing, but my point is just that we have to focus on the sales process and on optimizing average order value, conversion rate. Also, because as I speak, literally as I speak, advertising costs are just going to increase. Okay, whether the media buying is going to be automated or not, just forget about this concept for a second. Like, these are the things you really need to start focusing on because advertising costs are going to increase. Anyways, now just to conclude everything, I strongly believe this is going to happen. I feel like a lot of companies are just going to completely shift the way that they're structured, like their business is structured, and they're going to start hiring creative teams, a lot of more creative work, a lot of more marketing work, instead of just hiring like media buyers to manage their ad spend, because as I said, once again, it's going to be completely automated by the actual platform. Okay, you literally just have to click a couple buttons and everything is going to be done. Anyways, this is just my observation. It's not too technical a video. I just wanted to share an opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm very curious about what people think about this specific topic about this modern era of media buying. Do you think media buyers are going to exist forever? Do you think they're not gonna exist? Let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video and see you in the next video. Bye.